What's up guys, this is Weird1974 and I'm bringing you part 2 of this game. I'm just basically doing commentaries because you probably want to know what's going on here. So right now I got 4 characters and I'm basically right now just choosing the Mage. There is levels in the game, but when you concentrate on one, the other people don't get the same levels. So I'm going with the Mage right now because, well, I'll probably need her later on. Of course, she's pretty much useless as soon as her MP goes, but here's the first round, again, and basically just showing her what she does, and basically well, I need the levels for her anyway. And see, I get good damage. Now I took a chance to attack. Basically her rolls on attack pretty much sucks. She's pretty much a magic person, but she does get good weapons later on in the game. And the first spells you get is the heal spell and the fire spell, but you had to make successful rolls, otherwise you get damaged. So that's a big chance there. But you do get items in the game, and you can use them any time. Like heal spells, there's an exit spell, rock, and elixir, and a lot of others. So what I did before I came here is that actually I equipped her with some better armor, because she pretty much gets no armor in the beginning of the game. Well, she does get decent armor though, but later on she won't. And right next to her, you might see what's called a little armor symbol. If you land one of those type of armor or sword, your weapon or armor will be enchanted. And you can tell this was translated, and this game never reached overseas. It was too bad. And that's a good graphic for a pig with a heart on it. We know that if you kill it, you get some good tender meat from that ham. And I got some good attack there. What's probably interesting about the hit points and the magic points here is that you pretty much get eliminated, especially when you land on certain spots on the game board, just say, either the pawn or use an elixir or other healing and magic items. But if you escape and come back, you're pretty much your hit points and magic points will be resetted. I'm seeing getting a lot of items, and I level up. Huzzah! Dex and magic power, those are too good. I think Dex is good for armor, I can't quite be sure about it. So I rolled 5. And, yeah. So if you land on those blank yellow-orange spaces, you'll be in battle. And the bosses. The enemies are pretty much random. And the enemies in the first part are pretty much vulnerable to fire, which is good. They're pretty much vulnerable to anything. They don't have any good attack or magic rolls. But later on, once you get levels, your rolls will get much better. At least for the minimum maximum. For example, I think you can get to 12, maybe more. So right now I think it's 1 to 4 my magic. So right now my shield is being enchanted. I think it's a leather shield. Can't recall. That's pretty much your armor. I think that's all a shield does anyway. And this is what happens when you get a tie. You have to roll again, and once you win, hopefully you win, basically you win all those attacks, and I got hit big time. Now, luckily these enemies in this part of the board don't hit as hard. And as you see there, my magic is pretty low. And I don't think I got any magic items that allows me to cover my MP. And you definitely don't want to get killed. And when you have to stop in these towns. If I roll 6, my character will stop in town. So this is actually a very small board. Later on, the boards get quite big. So you have to be well prepared. So you wonder what those yellow things are. Those are the rollers. There's an option on there that says call. If you press call, you roll a die. And the higher the roll, the better the monster. Basically, he'll roll for you. But you still take hits though. He just basically gets better rolls. And I landed on a marsh there. I got some magic up. Here in the mountain, you have to stop here. This is one of those bosses in the game. Or mini bosses, but I call it a boss because this is the only boss on this board here. Now the best part, especially if you've got magic on your side, is that you keep throwing magic because his magic sucks. I think he only has 3 for magic, at least for dice rolls. And mine's a little bit higher. Or it could be 2. If I wouldn't attack, I think his is 3 or 4. And it wouldn't be wise because my attack rolls are pretty much sucks. And basically they don't get any better. So it took a while, but... And you notice here that the gold is quite a bit. And you definitely need a lot of gold to get your equipment up on your fellas. I'll probably use the Mage and the other one, the average one, the Terra, I believe her name is. Now the reason I left, I know the game pretty much tells you to screw off, is because I need the experience and the money. And I already defeated this board, so there's really no point of crying. So here I'm just basically checking the equipment that I can use against my mage. Oh, I'm a mage. But there's some items she can't equip, like the flame sword. I don't think she can use the dragon's... I don't think she does. I have to check on that. I can't equip the chain, not yet, because I don't got the gold. Maybe. No, can't equip the saber. I can't afford it. Blah blah blah. And it's worth knowing you can actually sell items, but yeah, the menus are a pain to sell items. Yeah, that's a nice troll for you. And checking on the shields. Oh, you probably know what happened there. I pretty much low stays. So I got myself a better shield. Now I have to equip it, and this is for Terra. Or maybe not. Slate. Never mind, I said about low state. I don't know what I'm saying. And that's what she has there, the spells, at least for the moment. Pretty much average in the spells in the attack category. The other 2 characters I'm not going to use. The Knight has attack, but very little magic. I think the Dwarf has no magic. And I saw my leather armor. And these items you can get. I think smoke escapes from battle. The ale is a HP recoverer, better than heal. Same goes with tonic. So I'm gonna try one more stab on the east road, this most simplest road on my mage, because I need, first off, I need the XP for her. Because the next board gets a little bit more difficult. And you see her orange friends. Or 10 friends. Now it should be a problem for me this time. I think she gained 1 or 2 levels. but you can't take much hits, but got time. Actually, she might be the hardest character to use in this game here, because once her magic goes, she's pretty much useless, because her attacks, at least physical-wise, pretty much sucks. Sucks than anybody else. But once she gets the magic, she's pretty much unstoppable. And Temper. Temper increases the points on your attacks. That's if you hit them. That could be a good or a bad thing. Okay, we have a stronger 6 points there. That's pretty much if you go against creatures that are pretty much invulnerable to magic, but I do get different magic spells. And what's unique is that you get different magic spells. For example, if it hits a creature that's resistant to fire, you can hit them with lightning. Of course, I don't got lightning yet, or bolt, that's what it's called. And I get quite a bit of magic points. No, I just missed the armor. Yeah, my armor enhancement there. Yeah, Tyrell. You gotta really be careful with those Tyrells, especially we don't got much armor. But it's invaluable against bosses. That's for sure. And another useless conversation. And you pretty much have to stop there anyway. And more magic. Too bad I can't carry that to the next board. As I mentioned about items, you get some unique items I mentioned before about the heals and the exit, which allows you to escape the board, which I used earlier. You actually get dice rolls, specific dice rolls, like row 2 and row 5, which I probably get on the next board in certain spots. That's invaluable in case you need to land on a certain spot, especially if you need heals or enhancement, or you know this specific person will give you an item. And you can notice there that my roll is actually twice as big as the opponent's roll. You actually get like 2 times damage. Of course, enemies can do that too. So you have to be careful on that. And what's unique about when you rolling for dice, you can actually interrupt the opponent's dice, which you have to really be careful of. For example, let's say you roll 3 and he rolls a 2. The orange creature there will basically slam his foot and cause your roll to roll again, either good or bad. So you have to watch out for that. And sometimes too that he'll throw the dice against you, knock you unconscious, so he'll get free rolls against you, which could last 1 round or a couple rounds. And you have to really be careful for that. And as I mentioned before, these enemies here are pretty much huzzah. They're pretty much paper now for me. So it looks like my character is ready for the next board. But I could use another level. I think the next box here might do it. And plus I could use the money. Now I don't know how to get around that part of the board. I think all the times I played this board I never got southward. It's too bad though. Maybe you have to be a specific character, I'm not quite sure. And we get the ha 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 from the boss. And that's some nice damage there. And I'm good. Especially when you fire. And there's my elixir. That increases your HP and MP by 99 points. And there's my bow spell. Costs a little more MP, but it does a little bit more damage. And I had to roll 1. And I think Blue Blood Key's not that good against both spells. And that's that. I mentioned before I didn't really have to do this again because I did with Terra. But the Mage needs the magic points. But the next board I'll try use Terra. And see how she goes. I'll see you in part 3.